What's up guys, David Sherwack here. Today we're going to be doing another Radiohead reaction. Today we're going to be checking out OK Not OK. So this is OK Computer, I guess remastered and with a couple extra songs, a disc 2 I guess. I'm not going to be reacting to disc 1 because it's the same songs as OK Computer, just remastered. I might listen to those on my own, who knows. But yeah, I think this is right. This is like a 20-year anniversary of OK Computer, I guess. So yeah, I'm hyped to check this out. OK Computer, if you guys saw that reaction of mine, that album absolutely just like amazed me. And I was completely shook after listening to that. So I'm hyped to get into these. I'm not sure if these are leftovers or like what these songs are. I'm guessing they are leftovers from the OK Computer sessions, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, it's not like they're gonna say it in the music, but I don't really think it matters. So we're just gonna hop into it. First track is I Promise. Let's go. Some acoustic stuff. I gotta eat during this too, so sorry about that. This is nothing like on OK Computer. Love that falsetto. That's strumming. So powerful. Slow it down. That was solid. They're powerful acoustic guitar strumming. You had some nice string sections in the back. I didn't really feel like that would be on OK Computer. That actually felt pretty different, like a lot more bright sounding and a lot less depressing sounding compared to anything off of OK Computer, I feel like. But yeah, good vocal performance. I mean, you had that repeating phrase of I promise. He would say something and then follow it with I promise. I would have to look into the lyrics more, but yeah, that was solid. I wouldn't say I liked it as much as most of the stuff off OK Computer, but it definitely wasn't terrible. Let's keep going. Okay, this feels more like OK Computer right here. Ooh. Oh, that's cool. This is beautiful. That synth is great. That piano. That was dope. Those little pianos. That was great. I would say I enjoyed that more than the first one, definitely. It feels very like Bohemian Rhapsody kind of, with the heavy guitar parts, the super dramatic and lots of heavy production. But then you go into those little like nice little piano parts as well. It feels very Bohemian Rhapsody. That was great. Bunch of switch ups, kept it entertaining. All the instrumentation sounded great, as always with Radiohead tracks. No complaints. Let's keep going. Drums right off the bat. Little tambourine. Bringing those heavy guitars again. Whoa. You hear that? They like, Tom was doing the melody, of course, and then he was doing the harmony in the left ear as well, but then he went into a falsetto, but it kind of like turned into like some sort of synth. Maybe I'm just tripping, but that's what it sounded like. This chorus is great. Those drums. Oh, and then he comes right up to the mic to finish it off. That was another solid one. I don't know. There just hasn't been anything that's hit me as hard as OK Computer did, obviously, because, I mean, this isn't really the official album, so it makes sense why it wouldn't be as good, but that was nice. I thought that, once again, that harmony in the left ear, it was so hard to tell. Like, at some points, it just sounded like an electronic note, but then at other points, it sounded like Tom's voice, and that's probably what they were going for, was to kind of confuse the listener. But, yeah, that was pretty solid. Like, once again, nothing's really, like, it doesn't feel as, like, adventurous or experimental or, like, yeah, just adventurous as the actual OK Computer. It definitely feels more bright, happy, and upbeat, too. Doesn't feel nearly as depressed as OK Computer, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just I don't know, it's just not hitting the same way. Like, it's not bad, but it's not hitting as hard as OK Computer did. Whoa. Okay. Stop the crowd, distracted by relevance. Oh, I like that melody. I feel like, I know people hate when you pause it mid-song, but I feel like I've heard that melody somewhere before, but I still just really like it. I don't know, something about it that is just sonically pleasing. Tom's really going off with his vocals. That was a cool little ending, some guitar feedback. That was probably my favorite song so far, honestly. It felt like the most, like, I don't know, it had this sound and it kind of stuck to it, but it kind of built on it at the same time throughout the song, slowly. Like, it didn't have as many switch-ups as the past tracks, but I felt like it had this vibe in it. I don't know, it just hit harder for me, honestly. And I liked that melody, like I said, that I don't know why. Just something about it that I enjoy. That kind of, like, pristine sound, I feel like that could have fit on OK Computer. Like, so far, that feels like the most fitting. What is this, like, hip-hop beat? Ooh! That bass line. We gonna get no vocals on this? Just instrumental? I'm fine with that. And then the bass comes in. And then the drum. That was amazing. That was like a weird combination of, like, a hip-hop, but not really hip-hop, kind of like, I don't know, it felt like kind of like house, almost. But then the really unsettling strings that came in, that was, like, orgasmic. And then that groovy bass line, like, I just wanted to move to that bass line and that drum beat. Completely instrumental, no Tom on that one, but it didn't need Tom. I thought he was an intriguing and interesting instrumental that it didn't really need him. I've never heard Radiohead do a song like that, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, like I said, just a strange combination of sounds that I wouldn't expect them to do, but it went over actually pretty well. And then they added their kind of own Radiohead flair to it with those strings that came in. I loved that. I feel like that's something that I feel like people would be really divided on. Like, some people might hate it, some people might love it. I feel like I'm in the camp that loves it, off of first listen at least. So yeah, let's keep going. Just some straight synth porn, I guess. Okay, that was really strange. Starts off with just straight synths. Then Tom comes in. He's mixed really loudly, really close to the mic. And then those drums come in. I don't know how to feel about the drums. They might grow on me. Once again, this is just a first listen, but I don't really like those drums. They something, and I bet that's what they were going for. They were going for that sound, but they just, like, I couldn't even really hear them. They just sounded super off and weird. I don't know. That might grow on me, though. But off of first listen, those drums just feel, I don't know, they just didn't, it felt like they didn't really complement the synths and his voice. Like, it just felt like a jumbled mess, honestly. Just reminds me of some, like, Pink Floyd. Just did a reaction to that. Go check it out if you haven't. I mean, and yeah, Radiohead definitely is influenced by guys like a band like Pink Floyd, so I feel like this is some pretty obvious Pink Floyd influence, at least that album, The Dark Side of the Moon. This is so massive. That's what she said. That was just okay, in my opinion. Like I said, obvious Pink Floyd influence, it feels like, on that track. I did like the kind of sound effects that they had going on throughout the entire thing. The whole song sounded like it was kind of being recorded in, like, some super spacious place. And it had that kind of, like, it almost sounded like an airport, once again, like that Pink Floyd album. I didn't love that. It wasn't terrible, but I don't know. There was just no really, like, strong, I mean, there was a groove, but I didn't really latch onto it. It wasn't that interesting. And there was no, like, really strong melodies. Go. Okay, this is a good start.
1, 2, 3, 4.
This feels like the best. Cool ending. Back with the kind of power chords, the kind of heavy power, like, guitar, like, I don't know. It's just, I've never really been a big fan of that sound. I didn't love that one, once again. I think just coming into these, it's like, I don't know. I look at it as, like, these weren't good enough to make the album, so I automatically, I'm coming into it a little bit skeptical because, like, I don't know, why would you release something that you weren't going to release anyways? I don't know. But there has been some tracks on here that I have enjoyed. It's been, like, 2 of them that I will probably come back to. Like, none of it's bad except for that one with the synths and the weird drums. It's just, like, once again, it didn't make the main album. It wasn't good enough to make that, so I don't know. It's just, maybe that's just, I'm being dumb. I don't know. That's how I'm feeling right now. Ooh. That, like, scratching, like, high-pitched sound. Ooh. Oh, the guitar sounds great on that. Ooh! Yes. That's what we needed. That's what we needed. That was an aggressive, abrasive, hard-hitting track that actually felt hard-hitting and intense, and I don't know. It had those electric guitars once again, but that section where it cut out, and then that drum fill before it went back in again. Great job of just building the intensity, building the energy. Like, that one actually gave me, like, a feeling and, like, got me kind of hyped up, you know? That kind of felt like equivalent to Paranoid Android in a way, I believe. In terms of the structure of it, it just kind of felt similar to that. And yeah, that was just the quality, like, a great song structure in general, in my opinion. Great job of building intensity, building momentum. It was just all around great. And the guitars sounded great on that one as well. And like I said, that drum fill was great. And Tom's vocals when he came in too, with like the multi-layered vocals, sounded amazing. In this city of the future, it literally sounds, I was about to say it sounds super like futuristic and almost like alien this beginning, which is kind of a theme with OK Computer as well, alien sounding, but it sounds like that. And then he comes in talking about the future. His voice sounds kind of different here. He sounds younger. Oh! Cut everything out. Oh! This is dope. Ooh, this is so layered. Yo. Super creative guitar stuff in that one. I feel like that was like maybe the most like experimental one so far. I don't know. It doesn't really matter, but guitars once again sounded great. The intensity on that one was amazing. I love the do-no-no-no. Cut everything out, bring it back in. Catchy melody, strong vocal performance from Tom. Super layered and dense. I love that. The Wi-Fi's gone again. Wow, love it so much. Come on, we're on the last track. Come on, bro, connect. Yeah, that was amazing. So far, there's been 4 that I would return to. I feel like. So let's see if this last track is going to be a solid closer. All right, let's go. Hey, you already know, if it's a Radiohead album, every closer is going to be the super depressing, like, somber song about death and just, yeah. It, like, this kind of feels like Videotape, True Love Waits kind of. She was like the microphones, kind of. Oh, cool piano rhythm there. There you go. Radiohead's OK Computer, OK Not OK, 1997, 2017. That was pretty solid. I thought the last 3 tracks were actually really good. Ending it off with another kind of somber piano ballad like they do with a lot of their albums. But that one had a very like DIY feel, similar to 4 Minute Warning off of In Rainbow's Disc 2, which I loved that one as well. So yeah, very DIY feel, kind of felt like something off the Glow Part 2. Did the Glow Part 2 come out before this or after this? I don't know when that song was recorded, and I can't remember when the Glow Part 2 came out. I think it was 2001, right? So it might have been recorded before, after, I don't know. It felt kind of influenced, and it sounded kind of like that. But I really enjoyed that. Last 3 tracks were great. A couple ones before that I really enjoyed. So I have like probably 5 in this that I would actually come back to. There were some, I wouldn't say duds, but some just more boring ones in my opinion in this, which makes sense because it is stuff that didn't make the album. So I'm not going to be giving this like a first reaction score like I usually do in the description down below, because it's not like an official, I don't know, I don't really look at it as like an official release really. It just feels like it's kind of just put out there for the fans as extra content, you know? So I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to be giving it a score. That's going to do it for this video. Radiohead's OK Computer B-sides, I guess you could say. Leftovers, I don't know. This was pretty solid, like I said. Some of them definitely felt a lot different than OK Computer. Some of them felt very the Bends. Some of them did feel like they could fit on OK Computer. Yeah, pretty solid. Let me know your thoughts on this album down below. Do you love it? Do you hate it? what would you rate it? JK, I'm not Fantano. I'm not going to copy him. But, yeah, just let me know your thoughts down below. That's going to do it for this video. Radiohead's Okay Not Okay. I liked it. Bye.